Quiet on the set.
Quiet on the set. You're listening to WRFB, Radio Free Britannia. As the Oracle foretold, two idiots who would misinterpret the news so you don't have to. Live from Deltona, Florida, the avatars themselves, Jack and Laz. Greetings, everybody. This is Laz, and Jack will be here momentarily, hopefully, because he's having his internet upgraded to 5 gigabits, and as he just told me, the guy is still here. So he's just finishing up getting everything upgraded, and then he's got to log in once they test the 5 gigabit connection. So he will be here momentarily, hopefully, or at least within the next couple of minutes. Of course, giveaways are open on both streams. Exclamation bundle me for a chance to win streamer bundles. On my side, exclamation I love free shit for a chance to win mystery game key. And of course, on Jack's side, exclamation, or as he likes to call it, bang the bootay. And Jenny Murphy, you got to do that on Jack's side because that doesn't work on my side. No, Winfield, and how you doing, buddy? Long time no see. I don't know why he's going to 5 gigabits. Again, I know he said he's getting it for cheaper than what he had 1 gigabit for, but the price to upgrade the infrastructure for the savings that he's going to get, that he doesn't have need for huge file transfers or video editing or anything like that. I guess it's just nice to say you have it. But yeah, I'm just waiting until the time I can switch from my fiber assisted, where I have 1 gigabit down, but only 40 gigabits up, to full fiber here. They've put 2 different companies in where I am, but I can't make the switch just yet. So, but it's coming soon for me. Soon enough, at least, I hope. But meanwhile, welcome to today's show, boys and girls. We've got all sorts of Good stuff to cover today. Of course, let me do this real quick. And for those of you who haven't done so, go ahead and type into the game chat, "Happy birthday, Lord British," because today is the day of the big live stream. And if you haven't put that in to get yourself entered into the giveaways for the big 4-hour live stream tonight, you go ahead and do that, or make a purchase off the store for $5, and that will get you entered on in. But tonight, again, the Lord British birthday live stream happening at 4 p.m. Central Standard Time, 5 p.m. Eastern Time. You can do the conversion for all the rest of your times, but it's going to be a 4-hour live stream, and we're going to hopefully get lots and lots and lots. Yeah, that's what they say, Quasi Bear. According to Ravlox, when he talked about it, he said it was going to be a 4-hour live stream. Whether it's actually 4 hours or not, that is anybody's actual guess. Maynard, not into Twitch chat. You got to put it into the game. Yeah, the week of fireworks has stopped. Yes, actually, I think they stopped quite some time ago. That would have been when would those fireworks have been going off in game? They would have been going off approximately 2 weeks ago. So yeah, it is what it is. But we've got. Oh no, they're still doing that in real life here. I don't know why. But again, this is Florida. We have fireworks stores that are open year round, so you can buy them year round here, and people blow them off year round. But big time during the 4th of July uh, celebration, and big time around New Year's and Christmas. And then you hear them throughout the year when just people get a wild hair to go out and spend a couple $100 in fireworks. And by tour, there's not going to be any DJing, I don't think, on tonight's live stream. This is a Twitch live stream, not the in-game update live stream in Discord. So I don't think you're going to have music running while they're trying to talk to Richard and give you updates on what's going on. I don't even know if we're going to see Ravlox. So that's going to be interesting to see who's actually running the stream, whether Chris is running the stream or Ravlox is running the stream. Or, yeah, I'm going to assume that Ravlox is going to be in control of the live stream, and Chris will, connect video chat wise and all that good stuff. So will Richard. And I'm guessing that there'll be a gathering out in Castle Athos. But again, depending on what they have to show off, Chris may be over in the Chaos Shard, or maybe he'll actually log in. Let me see. Is Chris logged in here since he's come back? Athos. Nope, still hasn't logged in since December of 23 in this shard. So hopefully he'll log in today, and there may or may not be, a Lord British birthday prize to be given out. But again, you'll have to be here and find out when you log in and check it out later on today. So that is what it is. But meanwhile, we've got one new update on the Atos work blog. Let's go get that added away real quick, which is coming from Opti. And he says, honestly, what is happening right now? I've been here since R3, and watching Chris come back to tear through this massive amount of technical debt is blowing my mind. Chris is absolutely on fire, tackling 2 years of tech debt in just a few weeks. The Royal Founder hype is reaching critical mass right now. Let's go. Chris, welcome back. And Opti, he's tearing through way more than 2 years of tactical debt, as you put it. I like that. What is the word I'm looking for? The way you put it is a word I'm looking for. I can't quite grasp it right now, but yes, the verbiage you use is what it is. Tactical debt. It's more like 10 years of tactical debt. But other hot items in the news, again, if you haven't gotten out to the Happy Birthday Lord British site, uh, yeah, tech debt, right? Yeah. Technical. Did he say technical or did he say tactical? I think, yeah, you might be right there. Let me see. Tackling 2 years of tech debt. Yes. So technical, tactical, Brooklyn. But if you haven't gone out and wished Lord British happy birthday at lordbritishlives.com, you can go out there today and go ahead and leave a happy birthday message, or you can start a birthday audience with Lord British and have a little conversation with the AI Lord British. And yeah, I don't think it's going to be AI Lord British in today's live stream. I think we're actually going to have the real, actual Lord British there today. But again, looking forward to see what they've got to say. But meanwhile, we've got stuff to talk about. The new. I'm gonna just. Do I want to show those first, or should I wait till I get there? We're gonna jump back because Chris has been adding a lot of new stuff. Let me see. He came back on the 15th with all this stuff. But some interesting pictures of what he's doing and how the rendering is looking and how, new cursor looks, new UI, clean and well put. This is the new GM panels that he was showing. I guess we're going to show them off. This is a treasure chest sitting in the grass at the Libris Ruins dig site, which you can barely see that treasure chest because of the coloring in this picture. The picture is not the greatest. Under new vendor listings, which now show full fleshed out columns. One of the things he's pointing out is that how it looks. So we now have two columns, which is something we've all been asking for the longest time. And these are just because these are all single item things. He did this in Sultan, but it's there's price and then price per unit. I don't know why he's got both of those because I guess this, but price per unit is part of the new um, being able to put a stack of, say, 10,000 out there and you can get a price per unit. So you can actually put, a price of, say, 20 gold pieces per unit, and you can buy. Um, Notice the all zones tick. Yes, the all zones tick and the buy orders tick. Very, very good eye there, Knight Rider. This is a global search these days that's going to be coming in October, which is going to drastically change the way this game is played, how things are priced, and of course how easy. Um, yeah, I guess that would be price for the whole stack would make sense. And again, everything that he's got here are all single uh, single items. So I don't know why he used this as the example, but nonetheless, um, having the global search, not a fan of the global search because my opinion still is race to the bottom. But this will help those of us like Jack and I who go buy low, sell high, find those cheap prices and then just set our prices and do what we do with that. But anybody else who does that in the game. But if you're looking for those, hard to find items instead of having to search, and I get it for those people who are looking for really, really specific items, it's a pain in the ass to go from town to town to town to town and sit there and wait for the search and find out that the item that you're looking for is just not there. Um, and then have to go to another town and get disappointed and go to another town before you futilely give up looking for it. And then you get smart and jump in trade or universe chat and shout out, "Hey, I'm looking for this item," and hope that somebody answers you who has the item online. This is going to do a lot for the game. I still think that um, the date section, I think he's got that listed as time, right? Yeah, time, which is actually the date section. I don't know why it's under time. Is really not needed because, again, in the case of just, reagents, scrolls, whatever it is, materials, what does it matter when it was listed? If it's something that, needs to be listed, there shouldn't be a date when it was listed. It really makes no difference, um, in my opinion, again. Dates should just come out of there, but he still included those, and hey, it is what it is. Uh, so, and again, weight, I don't know, does the weight really matter? Again, it is what it is. Just happy to be included as the top listing, though, in his example. But the UI, cleaner, more efficient, and supposedly this, do we see something better here? Do we have any with, no, these are all, again, the same thing. So I don't know why he didn't go ahead and that was a light. That's a clock. Those are some spider webs, different renderings. Cave stone, lot of lava grotto player dungeon room in the editor. And again, the horned satyr fire and stride is restored in its restored run animation, but it's not animated here. So we're going to get out of here and get out of those pictures. But going back to the 15th, we've got some really great stuff. Tester leaderboards, credit is fixed. Several testers reported the bugs they filed and tasks they verified never showed up on the Tester Hub leaderboard. 3 separate causes. A certificate problem had stopped reporter names from being recorded on the game's Oracle reports since July 10th. All 31 affected reports are now credited to their 9 reporters. Verification credits only counted after the team closed the task. Now it counts when the tester comments. And hand-type reporter names with spaces or different casing methods. Casings matched. Nobody. Matching is now forgiving. The board reflects all of it as of tonight. The launcher's crash reporter is live. Windows Launcher Build 12 went out today. When a game session crashes, freezes, or gets killed, the launcher notices on its next start and sends that session's log, plus a short hardware summary, to the team automatically. Computer names and usernames never leave the machine. Each crash reports once, and the launcher setting turns it off. Verified end-to-end against the live service, including a build 10 launcher updating itself to 12. Satyrs and imps animate again. Testers found that the satyr enemies in Ruin Keep, sliding around frozen, facing the wrong way, while the troll besides them behaved normally. The engine migration had changed how the importer names a duplicated skeleton bone, which quickly invalidated a bone that saved with every satyr animation. It stripped the body motion out of those clips at import. The animation data is repaired. The affected character models are corrected, and a sweep of all 1,637 creature models confirmed. Imps were broken the same way, now also fixed, and every other creature family is fine. Rides the next chaos build. Invisible decorations on chaos are fixed. Testers found decorations in wizard dress that were present but invisible. An unseen gate blocked the road. An invisible tanning station will let you craft on it. The cause was the new decoration, different distance culling, registering items attached to another decoration, gates on fence, stations on pavers, at the wrong spot during the town load. So the game hid them as they were far away. Now they register where they actually stand. The fix rides in the next chaos build. Cool stuff. Cool stuff. Episode 2 is opening up to everybody on the test server. So when he opens up the test server, which is the chaos server, I believe, not the regular test server, he doesn't really specify. But I guess we'll find out more about this tonight. Until now, only individually granted accounts could enter Episode 2 zones there, so the testers hit an access wall on the boundary. The test server can now grant Episode 2 access to every account at login. The switch is already set, and it takes effect with the next test build. Okay, so he does specify. Purchased Episode 2 access on the live servers is unaffected. So basically, when he allows testing on the chaos server, then anybody who does not have Episode 2 access will be able to access the Episode 2 content. Hey, Jack's here. Are you ready to join us? Okay, Jack's here, logging in. Are you in Zoom yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
I got to finish loading slobs.
Okay, let me know and I can bring you on in. And welcome to today's show.
Sorry, my 8 to 10 appointment for my internet install went a little long.
Yeah, it went till 1 o'clock.
Well, no, 12:50.
Oh, your side, 12 o'clock. Yeah, that's still long.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's like, yeah.
Okay, found why the chaos shard looked washed out. A tester reported about one faded black rug led to a shard-wide cause. The client's default graphic quality had regressed to the lowest preset during the engine migration, rendering every texture at half resolution.
Whoopsies.
Yes. With anti-stropic filtering off on every launch. The default is restored to good, and the HDR display flag that washed out colors on HDR monitors is off again. Both fixes ride in the next chaos build.
Yay.
And then lastly, on the 15th, animal chatter is no longer spoken aloud. The voice-over system read the cat's meow as Miss Row. Testers report number 664. And dogs, horses, and farm animals came out just as strange. 30 noise-only talkers, including a few characters who are canonically mute, no longer have spoken audio. Their text lines are unchanged, and the fix reaches the players on the next login with no patch needed. So that was on the 15th. Yeah, and then I will let Jack take over from here as soon as I bring him into Zoom.
Get into Zoom. Otherwise, everybody gets to look at me twice.
Zoom, 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 zoom.
Yeah. I won't be enjoying the full 5 gigabit internet until I replace my Wi-Fi router.
Yeah.
Yes,
And your
not
your
using
network
theirs.
card. Oh, I would never use theirs.
Yeah. Because my current one is, let's just say, not
Wi-Fi 6.
What? Yeah.
Yeah.
It only supports like gig. Like on my phone, the speed test is a gig up and down.
Yeah, your phone won't get any faster than that, I don't think.
Yeah, or 768 on my phone through my Wi-Fi router. Through their Wi-Fi, it was a gig up and down. So
Nice.
yeah, it's gonna be updated. So let's see. We verified the fix end-to-end play in session against the skeleton camp in Ulfheim from the report and added automated tests covering the muteless storage.
Where are you at? We should be on the 16th.
Oh, you're just going for the bullet points?
Well, yeah, the
That is the
first bullet
16th.
points on the 15th took me to here at the bottom of the hour, and we got 2 more days to cover.
Wait. Which one are you on? 15th or 16th?
16th.
16th. Okay. So I was actually in the bullet points. Let's see.
Headlines,
I'm on the
baby.
16th. Headlines. Well, so you did the okay. So you finished. So we're starting with the 6 vendor window bugs fixed in one pass.
Absolutely.
The vendor listings in zone window collected 6 player reports. It could not be widened, opened too narrow for its own columns, hit its scroll bar behind the item rows, shrank prices over 2 million gold to unreadable size, dropped the frame rate the whole time it was open, and could freeze the game while scrolling. All 6 had one root. The window never grew when new columns were added, and the tooltip under the cursor was being rebuilt every single frame.
Ouch.
Yes, the window now opens wider resizes for every edge, from every edge and corner, and keeps its scroll bar on top, and shows 8 different prices, 8-digit prices at full size, and idles quietly. Rides the next chaos build. 25 scenes got maps today.
Maps! New maps! Yay! Because maps were so hard to do with Unity. And again, I don't want to beat the dead horse. When they bought Jacob White's maps, they didn't understand what it took to make maps the way he made them, which took up to 12 hours to make a single map the way he did it. Unity allows you to take pictures and use the maps and shoot them out rather quickly, but even Ravlox had a tough time doing that. Chris just spit out 25 of them in a day.
Yes.
25 in a day. Plus, there's more coming. You're all gonna like this other update.
Capture pipeline ran its first full batch. Every Novia adventure scene that was missing a map now has one, including Raff Island, Vauban Pass, Midris and Ruins, Grunwald Shardfall, the Oracle Temple, and the Manor of Mystery.
Manor of Mystery.
Each map was rendered top down in the editor with its world alignment computed exactly instead of hand tuned, and every image was reviewed before shipping. They ride the next Chaos build.
Next
And
Chaos
I gotta say,
build. I like that.
Lightning Storm did no damage and made no sounds. The silence led to an engine bug muting pooled effects game wide. A tester reported the storm raining bolts that never hurt anything and never made a sound. The damage half was an ownership standoff. Ground effects apply damage on the victim side. The damage code demanded the attacker's side. And with 2 players in the scene, nobody won. For every ground effect spell in the game, the audio half traced past the spell entirely. The engine upgrades background spawning, delivers pooled effect copies with the sound clips missing, which had quietly muted every effect that plays sound from a plain source. Both are fixed with automated tests on the clip repair and rides the next Chaos build. Dark Lanterns. So does currently Lightning Storm not do any damage if there's more than one person in the scene?
I don't know. I don't use it.
Yeah.
But
I don't know anybody that uses Lightning Storm.
But what I do use is MooBot to pull streamer bundle giveaways.
You do. Yeah. Okay, so Paladin Michael is getting my
Lomir Idane.
Yes.
Getting my streamer bundle.
Hold on. Let's see. 30. Max 30. All matrix. Save. Let's see what this is going to say my speed is. Okay, then. Dark Lantern Glass, and it helps if I actually mail this or trade with.
Yeah, I was going to say he's standing right there. Yeah.
And did you actually accept the one from yesterday, Michael, or not? I can't remember because on Wednesday you had won. If you did not get it on Wednesday, come open a trade window. If not, we'll continue on because the Dark Lantern glass on Chaos is fixed, and the washed out white decorations share the cause. A tester compared Chaos and production side by side and reported that the orange glass on Galleon lanterns never lights up on Chaos. Players separately reported wooden clocks, mounted wyvern head trophies, and porcelain vases, rendering washed out white, both traced to the Unity 6 build step that packs game content. It trims shader features pack by pack. So features used by materials in other packs were stripped with no error anywhere. Glowing surfaces rendered dark in the fine detail layer that gives decorations their wood grain and color was erased. The packing step now keeps the needed features with each shared shader, automated test, render pack materials, and fail the build on a regression, and the repairs ride the next Chaos build. The spider web trap that covered players in a solid white sheet instead of a translucent web turned out to be the same bug eating the web's transparency, verified fixed by the same repair. So did the pale albino crocodiles reported from the wetlands, and the packed shader lost the crocodile skin specular feature, and the same repair restores their colors. Woohoo! Monsters no longer lurk inside of the walls of player dungeons.
Boy, that was hard.
Player built. Yeah. The fire elements in the lava grotto spawned and fought from inside the cave walls, and a summoned elemental could slip out of the room entirely. And rooms with breakable walls have creature paths baked straight through the wall, so that breaking it opens a real shortcut, and the runtime seal that is supposed to block that path until then never engaged in player dungeons. It engages now in every room of the dungeon kit. 4 spawn points authored inside of rock piles and furniture were also moved into the open, and stale room navigation data was rebuilt, and a new automated test checks every spawn point in all 16 spawn capable rooms and rides the next chaos build.
Nice.
Yes.
Very nice. Very nice.
Yes.
I'm
Now the
waiting
real
to
question
get
is whether or
to
not
whether or not what.
Alejandra comes back, the salesperson for AT&T.
Oh.
Yeah. And bloodstained treasure maps no longer eat the map. The Liberus Ruins dig ambush could wedge skeletons, chased unrelated wildlife across the map, or fled onto unwalkable ground. The battle never finished, and after 30 minutes, the event reset without the chest. With the map already consumed at dig time, this was reported, and player reports go back all the way to 2023. Runaway ambush creatures are now pulled back to the fight after 20 seconds and removed if they bolt again. Overlapping spawn points spread apart, and if an ambush still cannot be finished, the chest spawns anyway when the timer runs out. Watched the live during verification. 2 skeletons ran off on their own seconds after spawning, and both were recovered. And rides the next chaos build.
Next chaos build.
Yes.
Here's some nice fixes for you.
The riposte and opportunity strike now pay off reliably.
Reliably.
Riposte is meant to deal triple damage right after a successful parry, and opportunity strike a heavy bonus hit right after a dodge. But the bonus is rarely triggered, and whether it worked depended on who else was in the scene. The game now registers your parries and dodges and received critical hits the moment their combat text appears for every player in the scene. So the follow-up bonus lands every time it should. Fortified defenses bonus after a crit is fixed and fixed by the change. And riposte skill data also dealt both its normal and tripled hits together in a narrow band. A cast within 5 seconds of the parry now deals exactly the tripled hit.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Hey, Shroud math. Things were tied to the wrong things. I am glad that Chris is able to actually have data and actually pull things and redo the logic related to some things.
Drop down to agriculture because I think this is important right there.
Okay, agriculture. They fixed planting, watering, and harvesting appears to do nothing on very large farms. From a forum thread on 3,000 to 41,000 planting farms. The action always counted on the server, but the on-screen update waited behind a lot content queue that on farms that size could lag by the better part of an hour, so players restarted the client to see each result. The plant now updates on screen the moment the server confirms the action and on any size of farm. And the server remains the authority on the state.
Nice network code update. Network code being taken care of. Sweet.
Yes. And sped up how far a farm's plant data loads when entering a lot. Planters load strictly one server request at a time with a full rescan of the pending list between each. 4 requests now run at once, and the nearest planters first, and the request whose answer never arrives is retired after 30 seconds instead of stopping all plant loading until a restart. And stopped very large lots from tearing the whole lot down and rebuilding it, teleporting the owner to the front of the lot of the plot in the process. When a routine lot update arrived while the lot was still working through its own backlog, the rebuild only happens now when something actually changed that requires it. And cut the background cost of large farms, the periodic growth refresh now only runs for planters near the player instead of every planter on the lot, and 20 new automated tests cover the new farm logic.
Yes.
We got improvements. Was there something else that you wanted to go
I'm
through in
looking
this group?
here. I'm wondering, vendor listings, nearby players window.
Yeah.
I think we got the vendor listing pretty much. Yeah, and then let's just do the nearby players window real quick.
Okay, the nearby players window fixed the nearby players window showing a player's old PvP status for minutes after it changed. When someone flagged or unflagged for PvP at the Oracle, everyone's list kept the stale name color and the anonymous question mark entry until an unrelated refresh happened to rebuild it. The list now updates the row the moment the change arrives in both directions and rides chaos build.
Very nice.
Yes.
And
Nice,
then
nice,
the
nice.
combat stuff, mounts.
Mounts. Okay. We're reading all the combat stuff.
No, just we're going to jump right to
Oh,
mounts, and then we're going to go to the
okay.
last day.
Fixed the jump height buffs, such as the Ring of Frog King also boosting a mount's jump while riding. A
Uh,
mount now always jumps at its own fixed strength equal to the unbuffed player's jump. Buffs still work on foot as before in rides. Why is the mount jump based off of the player jump?
no. What was happening, he's saying, is that if you were
No,
wearing like
no,
a ring of the
the,
frogkin, the horse would jump with that extra strength, which it was not supposed to do.
no. That second sentence. A mount now always jumps at its own fixed strength equal to the unbuffed player's jump.
Yes. So its own strength at the normal player's jump rate without the frogkin or potions
Yeah,
affecting the jump rate.
but
That's
why
that.
would it be tied to the why would it be equal to the player unbuffed jump? Why would it be equal to the player?
It should just be so the horse jumps at at the horse jump height. I understand. Yes,
Yeah,
shouldn't really have anything to do with the player's jump. Yeah,
yeah.
but it is what it is. And then upwards and onwards to today.
Today, a dodged. Oh wait, sorry. 717 Chaos Build 35 is live, and episode 2 is now open to every Chaos account. Whoopsies.
Where are you seeing that? What am I missing?
That's the headline for today. Are you looking at the 17th?
717. A dodged attack.
Oh, refresh the page.
Oh,
Yes. Windows and
ah,
Linux clients and the
he
server all
updated it.
shipped
Yeah,
together. Yes.
he
During
updated it.
this week's combat, yes, dungeon, housing, vendor, and plus the shader repair. The server now grants episode 2 access to every account at login, no per account setup, and launcher build 13 went out the same morning for both platforms. And a dodged attack no longer leaves you bleeding because they fixed some things. Attack skills that carry an extra effect, such as Rin's bleed and defense debuff, applied those extra even when the whole swing was dodged. Because each part of the skill rolled its own outcome, and the debuff never rolled at all. One swing now rolls once, dodge or miss it, and nothing sticks. Block and parry or glance, and the reduced hit still carries its rider. Verified in a live session, a dodged Ren leaves no bleed and no debuff. A landed one keeps both for their full run and rides the next chaos build. I'm glad that we're getting things that would be a conditional statement to where, hey, if this lands,
We're
then we
fixing
can
shit.
start applying
We're
second and
fixing shit.
third. Yes.
And we're updating
Yes.
shit. I love this shit. I'll
I,
tell you what.
as Sentinel said, I'll be glad when that's finally. Yes, we are looking forward to October.
October 1st. That's right. Let me just see something here. I'm interested. I'm just checking my calendar. October. Guess what October 1st is, Jack?
Thursday.
It is
Thursday?
a Thursday. That's right.
Thursday, but it's also
actually
the first of the month.
It's also the first Thursday of the month, but it's a Thursday.
Yes.
Does that mean we're gonna get back on track with Thursday releases? We shall see.
It's something.
Well, it's Halloween
no, we
month,
won't.
so
Yeah.
so you don't know that, Omir.
But yes. But yes, we're fixing the Shroud math in related to combat and.
I mean, the Shroud math is actually mathing.
Yes.
The Shroud math is actually mathing.
Is logic. Yes. But remember, with all the other combat rebalances, I think what is going to have to happen is, since he's fixing so many skills, that his full combat pass should actually wait after his fixes.
It seems like that's what's happening, is he's making things that are broken work. And then once we go back and see what they're actually doing, he can go back and balance what's actually working compared to what the spreadsheet actually said. So, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Because we know, programming by spreadsheet hasn't been working for the last 10 plus years.
Yeah. Yes. 2 + 2 is no longer 5. So maybe we will end up with a lot more variety in builds. But the failed Linux build and this week's 4-hour window builds are both explained and handled. The Linux build died because the compiler toolchain had only ever been installed by hand on the build machine, and an unrelated package update swept it away. The toolchain is now part of the project itself. So every build machine gets it automatically. 4-hour Windows build were 2 one-time full rebuilds of the game's content packs, 1 forced on purpose this week, shader repair, and 1 caused by the occlusion plugin removal touching 323 scenes. With both behind us, build times should settle back down. A hidden cost of the shader repair was found and fixed. The repair attaches a small helper file to the content packs that carry shaders, but it generated that file fresh on every build, which made those packs look changed every time and blocked the engine from skipping them. The helper files are now stable between builds and only rewritten changes, so unchanged packs can ship again. Verified with forced rebuilds, and the 2 packs steps dropped from about 3 hours to a combined 25 minutes, rewriting only what really changed. Yay.
Nice. So we're not overwriting stuff that doesn't need to be overwritten and breaking shit because we overwrote something that didn't need to be overwritten in the first place. Very cool.
Yes.
Very cool.
Build processes being fixed and repaired. Yay. The game's entire legacy UI user interface is now inventoried for a future move to Unity's more modern UI framework. Every window, HUD, element, tooltip, list, row, and world space, 181 elements plus the 12 shared subsystems under them, now has a written migration difficulty rating and its specific challenges cataloged, backed by a scripted component count that can be rerun after any user interface change. The pass also found 3 dead windows that can be deleted and ported, and confirmed 2 windows already run on the new framework. The full parity port measures in the hundreds of person days, which is why the framework decision now has real data behind it.
Very nice.
Yes, and the modern framework window now looks like the game. The tavern game board, the Oracle question window, the GM and tester tool panels used to draw as plain dark gray boxes with rounded corners. They now use the same bracket frames, title lettering, colors, button, text boxes, and scroll bars as the classic user interface, driven by one shared theme that any future window on the new framework inherits automatically. Hey, there's a word that I absolutely love there.
Automatically?
One shared theme.
Yes.
Okay,
Automatically.
it's more than one word, but still.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which allows all new UI to just automatically inherit that look. Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
You change that theme and then boom, you got a new look to things. This is the visual groundwork for long-term UI move inventoried above. And rides the next chaos. Then let's follow that up with found why players couldn't get into the game and fixed the launcher's part of it. Reports came in of doing nothing. The server checked out healthy end to end, and the trail led to the machines themselves. If a copy of the game from an earlier session was still alive in the background, usually after a shutdown hang, clicking play started a new copy that exited a tenth of a second later with no window and no error every time until a reboot. Couldn't people have also just tested the kill in the process?
Well, they probably could have, but
yeah,
not everybody knows how to do that.
From 11 to 3 across 4 days, and reproduced locally and fixed, and the launcher now detects the stuck copy, says so, and offers a close game and play button, and a game that exit right after starting now shows an error instead of counting as a launch.
Nice.
Will we be able to multi-box still?
Should be able to. I don't know.
That is a real question. Or is he going to stop multi-boxing altogether?
Always ways around that, but
run virtual machines.
Yeah.
And a game that exit right after starting now shows an error instead of counting as a launch, and ships as a launcher build 13. Until then, ending the stuck game process in Task Manager or rebooting restores play. Hey, thing I said above. Reboot not necessary. Kill the process.
Kill the process. Yep.
Yes. I really should wish list get rid of the 20-second countdown for not in PvP, not even in an adventure scene, 20-second thing for logout. Yeah. Should be instantaneous on certain places. And the loading bar frozen at 94% was the other half of the lockouts, and that is fixed too. Players reported the loading screen sticking near 94% for a long time. The game was compiling every shader for the graphics card in one blocking step at the end of the load. This week's shader repair restored the full shader set that step compiles, and any graphics driver update wipes the card's cache and forces the whole compile again. One measured start took 75 minutes to reach the login screen.
Oh,
Wow.
ouch.
And July 16th saw 86 game launches against 5 successful logins as players gave up and retried. Whoopsies. Killing the frozen game is also left behind the stuck copies that broke the play button. The loading screen now compiles shaders in small slices with a visible counter, stays responsive, and lets players in after about 20 seconds while the rest finishes in the background.
Very nice.
Rides the next chaos build, until then letting the 94% screen finish once unblocks a machine for the good.
Yes, now there was something in there that I thought I had read, and it might have been down here on the 15th. I got to go double check with the maps. Because on the 15th? No, it's not on the 15th. Is it on the 16th?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just going to have to search for it.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
And Selenia has a comment. He's been cool with multi-boxing for a while, but with wanting new players, not just alts, I could see him stopping it.
Yeah.
That's where my comment about virtual machines exists. Each virtual machine would have its own MAC address and everything else.
Yeah.
You could even go further and have each connecting to different VPNs, and you could all have different source IPs and everything else, and look like whatever. So there's really no
jump down to real quick scene maps on the 16th.
Well, hold on. Let's stay on the 17th for a second and go to the community.
We have 3 minutes, and this is really big.
2 new okay, so we're going to which day?
15th? 16th, scene maps.
Scene maps. Okay, I scrolled past it. Okay. Audit the in-game area map system end to end and how
third bullet point. Third bullet point.
Built the Fog of War system end to end. Server exploration is stored per account in the game database, and updates from 2 characters online at once. Merge without losing either one's progress. Client, a background tracker reveals the map around the player as they move, 30-meter radius by default, and that is tunable per map. And the map window darkens unexplored areas with soft edges, and map pins stay hidden until their spot is revealed. It activates only on maps that carry a new per map flag. Nothing changes anywhere until dungeon maps are flagged, and 14 automated tests cover the grid and reveal map, and both server and build.
Yeah, should have started on the second bullet point. Yeah.
And planned the follow-up project. It added it to the roadmap and public roadmap page. An automated capture pipeline for the missing surface maps, real schematic maps for dungeons, and Fog of War on dungeon maps with explored areas saved per account on the server. I would extend the Fog of War to all adventure scenes. As soon as labeled as an adventure scene, it should have Fog of War.
Yeah.
Towns, on the other hand, you can
just give it to them.
Unless you own the map, the atlas.
Does Jack have some new ink? Jack, you got new ink?
No.
He's just got new internet.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's all for now.
Is this like the first time that you saw this? I still have to go to Florida to work on this.
Yeah, he's got to go out to Tampa to get that finished. But don't forget, type in Happy Birthday, Lord British in-game chat. Don't forget, 4 o'clock tonight, Central Standard Time, the Lord British 4-hour live stream. Supposed to be 4 hours. Don't know if that's actually going to happen or not for 4 hours.
Now, the real question
the live stream
does that
tonight.
need an exclamation mark?
But pulling the final giveaways of the day, and Boom Shakalaka is going to be getting my streamer bundle. So congratulations to you.
Noob! Skyblabber is getting mine.
Boom
It's going to the in-game
Shakalaka.
mail. Yeah. Scared of wiener. Okay, my Steam key is going to be going to Vovanov, who is getting a copy of Islet's Defense, which is a game.
It's a game,
costs
you think?
$10. It is a game.
Okay. And I've got a copy of, let's see what we've got. A copy of Xeno Clash going out to, who is it going out to? Close the giveaway, pick a winner. Selenia, you're getting a copy of Xeno Clash on Steam, which is a $10 game. Congratulations to you. But we got to get out of here. We'll be back with more on Monday. Let me verify that. Monday. Yeah, no doctors on Monday. Right here on NBNN. Till then, I'm Laz.
I'm Jack.
I'm Lomir.
And this is NBNN. Nom, 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 nom. See you all at the Atos Castle on the live stream later on today, folks. Have a good weekend. We'll see you all on Monday.
Yeah.